The Big Slimer. God, you guys remember Ghostbusters? Remember Slimer? Well, this is kind of like Slimer. Big, fat, fun, awesome. The Slimer is it's a squeezable marker. It's got a pretty thin wall, so I probably wouldn't use anything too toxic in it. But it already comes filled with something that you'll really enjoy. Basically, it's a hardened plastic type paint. I mean, when it dries, it feels like a thermoplastic product or something, which is my guess is what it is, because it's very, very plastic-like. But it creates a very thick, durable raised surface. Initially, I was very excited about it because they're quite large, but was a little disappointed by the tip. And I'm pretty sure OTR just used whatever tip that they got. It's a little small on the small side. So when I first opened mine up, I took a razor blade and I cut the little nipple off. And you can see the comparison between the two. And don't mind my dirty nails, I was working on a car last week. You can see that I've cut it down and it's created much more flow, and I think you'll really enjoy the product a lot better if you do that yourself. That's my opinion. Try it without it, try it with it. It's up to you. If you don't like it, these are removable and you could exchange it from another one as well too. Very durable product. I'm very happy they came out with the larger size because the smaller ones I tend to blow out pretty quickly. So you get a little bit more hit-ups for your dollar. So let's do a couple tags with it and see how they roll. And my experience with this product is pretty varied. I personally really like it, and if you look at it on the angle, you get really, really great depth, and once it dries, it's extremely hard and durable, and if this were to get buffed off, it's still going to show up. And again, watch as I squeeze it at a bit of an angle. The slower you go, the thicker the lines you can get to. And they do clog up from time to time. Make sure you just tap it on a surface, get it going again, and write your word. Have you seen anything quite that thick? I mean, not since the Steel Blitz have I seen it. This is actually thicker than the Steel Blitz, amazingly enough. The tip isn't as good, but the formula that's coming out of it is just like, it's like Gorilla Glue or something. See how it's expanding? It expands as it dries. That is freaking cool. Now I see here I got a little bit of a thin line. Let me just add a little thicker. There you go. Now this could be a great tool for a fine artist looking to, try something a little bit different on their canvas. Great for the graffiti writer who has other uses, and possibly even in industrial, automotive, and other commercial uses. This would be great for marking parts. It would be great for inventorying things that are, like used auto parts, or things that just need a quick little dot on them that stays permanent. This would be a great thing for this. Or if you just like to write big ugly words that drip, it's a great tool for you too. I'm still trying to decide the best way to hold this, because eventually it does clog. And see, it's doing it again. God damn it. I'm not sure I'm happy with this circumstance. Let me cut it down a little bit more. Alright, like I said, I think it'd probably work better if you cut it at an angle. So I'm going to cut this at a bit of an angle. And what that'll do is it'll enlarge the hole and hopefully keep it from clogging as much and give me a better way to write. Alright, there we go. It's at an angle. Let's try it now. Oh, there we go. I think we fixed it. Oh yeah, now it flows. That was what we were looking for. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I would definitely buy this now. Before, I was skeptical, but after cutting it down, this thing is freaking awesome. But keep in mind that you have to modify it if you want it to work at all as a graffiti tool. Some assembly required. But man, look at this. This is probably like two nickels thick. If you stack 2 nickels on top of each other, that's about how thick it's coming off the surface. And that's like gargantuan for a paint pen. Like I said before, this is expanding far more than the Steel Blitz did. So we're into something quite good here. Nothing we've had ever has been like this. And for that, I thank you, OTR. You're able to write on pretty much any surface with this thing. Watch this. This is a kind of beat up old skateboard, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of this thing too. Like I said before, I never practice with these before I do the videos. I like to keep it very fresh, as you would experience it yourself on the street. Let me make your mistakes for you. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, this tool works great once you cut that little tip. Now I'm going to tilt the skateboard too, so you can get an idea of how thick it is. You guys see that in the video? It's straight up 3D. You know, this might actually work as like something you can put on your tail on your deck to slide better, because it's going to dry like a plastic. So I wouldn't be surprised if you just put a bunch of dots all over your nose and tail. You'd probably tail slide and nose slide better. Someone should try that out. Not me. My legs broke 2 years ago. I hope you found this video very informative, or at least gives you the basic details of how this mop works. If you have any questions, just give us a call. The phone number is 206-365-4083. That's 206-365-4083. That's artprimo.com. Your choice for all things graffiti. Thank you very much.